Josh Gates searches for a lost city hidden beneath the jungle, stands beneath one of the largest natural objects in the world, and enters an unexplored cave filled with ancient Zoque offerings. Stick around because what archaeologists revealed after the filming makes that discovery even bigger. Don't you know, can't you hear, won't you see? Gene here alive and in living color with Gene Has Concerns. Secrets of Mexico's Underworld. And wow, this was a great episode. Do know this is my companion show, Gene Has Concerns, where I do talk about different things that happen in the show, observations I have, and try to give you additional information after the filming, which I do have something, so don't leave too soon. The Zoque, a group of people, civilization down in Mexico, helped establish ideas later associated with the Maya. They built monumental cities and early calendars and astronomy and jaguar symbolism. So, which is really cool. And, you know, they've got sacred caves that they worshiped, and they seem to have disappeared. And if you watch the episode, Josh Gates talks about that with the other archaeologists. They seem to just disappeared. No real wars, no famine that they can find. So, but yeah, this was really, really wild. And history has a habit of calling people lost when what it really means is the outsiders like us stop paying attention. We don't know what happened to them. So now let's get into LiDAR. LiDAR is a great technology. And if you've not seen it before, check this out right here. This is just too cool. This is before LiDAR. And this is the canopy. They take this drone and they have this radar attached to it. And it just paces back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, taking millions of images. And it's all composited together into this, where we see the growth of the canopy out there. And it's just wild, you know. And, you know, the drone scans approximately 200 acres. This one did, and exposed previously unseen terraces, platforms, and additional structures. And if we look right here, this is what it revealed, and we can see certain things. I started to point with my mouse, but you can't see my mouse, so we can see certain things up in the upper left-hand quadrant. It looks like that's one of those terraces, and maybe a platform is up on top of that, or a building may have been on top of that. And this is just wild, you know. It's unbelievable some of the things that they can do with this technology nowadays. So, and they're finding things that they would have never found unless they just plowed everything over, and then they're probably damaging stuff that they wouldn't want to damage and wouldn't discover in the long run. So now let me take just a second real quick. I'm using Restream. If things seem a little bit clunky, as I'm still getting used to things, it's very easy, but my style of working here, I've kind of made it clunky myself, I think. But, you know, definitely, you know, if you want to support Gene Has Concerns, check out Restream. If you do any streaming, if you do recording like I'm doing now, I can stream this live if I want to across social media, or I record and then I'll edit and then post it. But, you know, check out Gene Has Concerns. It's restream.genehasconcerns.com. And you can get a $10 credit if you upgrade. And I might even get a credit to help me out. That's what helps the show out. But it's really, really great. And I'm learning more stuff about it now. I just realized that I can do my scenes. And if you look over here on this, we can see my scenes on the left. And I just realized I can insert my camera scenes back in. So I'm not scrolling up and down to go back to my camera, that you can see me like this right here. I just have the Restream camera set. That's where I want to bring the camera back up. So scan the barcode or go to the website and check it out, restream.genehasconcerns.com, and, you know, try it out, see if it's for you. So, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and talk about more stuff. Arco del Tiempo. This is a huge arch. And it's like, the team of archaeologists and Josh reach it. They have to rappel down the cliff to get to the river, which looks like a stream, but still. And, it rises approximately 590 feet above the La Venta River and is among the world's largest natural rock arches. And I originally thought this was the cave. When I'd seen the previews for the show, I thought, oh, that's a huge cave opening. No, that's just an arch. And, Josh is so funny because they talk about someone being an expert rappeller, rock climber, etc. And Josh thinks it's him. And lo and behold, no, they're not talking about him. So, but now we can kind of see a little bit here of Josh looking back up, and we can see that big gap back there of the archway and how huge that is. And we can check it out here also. And we see by Josh, an archaeologist, standing there, what they're looking at. And then here's an image I pulled off off Google right here that you can also see the scale of it. And that is just wild. But, let's continue with the show. They find the cave. And inside this cave, Josh discovers pottery. And they realize that after traveling, all this way, they discover multiple ceramic objects deliberately placed throughout the cave. It's not random pottery either, that washed inside the cave or anything like that. Things that they find are incense burners, decorative vessels and bowls, as you can see here, and effigy urns shaped with human and animal figures. Now, this was in the shape of the tree that they found in one of the cities that had these spike-looking things coming out of the tree, which is really cool. And it has some symbolism to the Zoque, and they I guess pay tribute in doing their vases this way. And then here is another one with the jaguar, and we do see the spikes again on it. And there's a lot of symbolism with the jaguar there. And it's just like, the tree was the Ceiba tree, Ceiba tree. And it's just a really cool culture that, again, was lost. And, they're finding so much more stuff that we're fixing to get into, because it's just wild, And one thing I forgot to mention at the top of the show here is, if you watch the episode, Josh has a really, really good time down in Mexico. So go back and catch that if you didn't see it. But now, let's talk about what happened after filming. Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology officially made an announcement, identifies this site as Mundo Zoque Cave. That's what they're going to name it. And the official count of what they found inside the cave is 179 archaeological pieces, 13 ritual deposits, dated provisionally to approximately AD 600 to 900. So that's just wild. And the objects included things like incense burners again, effigy urns, bowls, jaguars, owls, serpents, and the Ceiba tree symbolism. I'm not sure exactly how to say that, but they just found so much more stuff there after the filming. So Josh kind of missed out a little bit, it sounds like, but this was a great episode, and I hope you like this little update that I have here about that. Keep your ears out and your eyes peeled for more information. If I find out more information, I'll definitely share it in another video, probably one of my shorts. But now, before I wrap things up, let's talk about the road to $1 billion. The road to a billion continues. And, if you enjoyed my show, hit subscribe. Become a billionaire. Now, keep in mind, it's not a billion as in, money, but, it is a billionaire in my own belief because I want to be the first human being to reach a billion subscribers on YouTube. Yes, I said a billion. There's people out there with lots of millions, but nobody's got a billion yet. And right now, as it goes, I've got 128 subscribers. It took me 19 years to get 128 subscribers, but I really didn't kick off my channel until a couple of months ago. And I went from 81 to 28 now. But I really want to get to a billion. I want to be that person. I'll make Guinness Book of World Records, hopefully. So we only have 999,999. No. Whoa, I can't even read this. 999,999,872 subscribers ago. But it didn't cost you a penny. It's free to subscribe. It's even free to turn that bell on to get notified of my videos. I hope you like my videos. Check out some of my other videos at genehasconcerns.com. It goes right to my YouTube channel. But check me out. Let's go down that road together. And let's have fun. And always remember, Gene has concerns.